Hey guys, Chacruna here with another DeckTech. Today I'm going to go over my Freeze Mage deck, which you see right here, and I'm going to go through the card choices, how you can vary this deck, what different options there are available, and then I'm going to play a few games. So let's go over this quickly. Ice Lance is just a cheap way to deal 4 damage, which is really good. Mirror images. I'm playing 2 right now. Honestly, I would play 1 if I had a better option. But it's nice to have, like, it's really cheap. So if sometimes your hand size gets too big with this deck, so you can just drop it down and then reduce your hand size so you can draw more cards. So in that sense, it's a nice card, but it's I'm playing 2 because I don't think there's a better option right now. Frostbolt is another of the damage dealing spells. Then there's Blood Mage Thalnos. He's obviously really good. 2 Doomsayers. Doomsayers is amazing. It's definitely really good in this deck. Loot Horrors and Novice Engineers, another 2-mana creature that cycles. This when it enters a battlefield, and this when it dies. So they're pretty sweet. And then there's this one. This is really interesting because this card allows you to do some crazy combos. Once you get to about 10 mana, you could, for instance, play this and then follow it by 2 fireballs, 2 frostbolts, 2 ice lands for 26 damage. But mostly, sometimes you will play it like that. It kind of depends. Like it's nice that it has that option. But you can also sometimes just use it to play a cheap creature and then follow it up with, like, for instance, in 4 mana you could Sorcerer's Apprentice with Arcane Intellect, or you could on 2 mana Sorcerer's Apprentice with Mirror Image, or there are some options. Like it's a really flexible card. The reason I'm only playing 1 is because I really like the options that it gives me with, for instance, the combo and with the flexibility, but it does not draw a card. So I don't want too many creatures or cards that don't really do anything. So this I only play 1 for that reason. Then there's Arcane Intellect, pretty sweet, draws 2 cards. Frost Nova is amazing. Ice Barrier is another one of those cards that I don't really like that much, but I'm playing it because I think it's one of the best options. Like, there are definitely other options. You could play some of the other secrets, for instance, like, for instance, Counterspell or Vaporize. Both are definitely good options. Ice Barrier will help you more in the aggro matchups, but not that many people are playing aggro right now. So I don't really think it's that needed. And Vaporize or Counterspell could be better options. Like, there are many other options too. You could play another Coldlight Oracle for more card draw, or you could play Acolyte of Pain. You could even play Tinkmaster. Would not be that bad, actually. Since, like, you would be able to deal with Concealed Gadgeton with a Tinkmaster. Or sometimes you would be able to just play, like, if you go turn 2 Novice Engineer and then turn 3 Tinkmaster. It could end up in some hilarious situations. So I even considered Tinkmaster. You could also play Napagel, but I don't really like it. It's too random, and after the nerf, it's just since it doesn't have the guaranteed chance to cycle, it's not really that good. It's kind of like if Ragnaros hit in the beginning of your turn instead of in the end of your turn, then that card would also not see any play. So yeah, there are definitely, you could play some other stuff than Ice Barrier, because Ice Barrier is like, Ice Block is amazing, but Ice Barrier, it's in the beginning of the game, or when you're playing against the balls out aggressive styles like Rush Hunter, Then it's 8 life is a lot, but in the beginning of the game against any deck, it can be quite a bit, and it can allow you to wait a little longer before you start freezing the board. But against if you draw it late game, then it's often irrelevant because they will have like so much damage on the board, and you will either have to freeze it or have to extend the game with Ice Block. So it's not that amazing. I could definitely see playing other stuff, but for this video I'm going to stick with this because I used this deck, this exact list for the weekend's tournaments, and I got top 16 in SOTAC and top 8 in Gozo Cup. So it definitely works very well as it is, and so for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna keep it as it is. Cold Oracle of Aura for card draw. Cone of Cold is another card that you could. It's a strictly worse version of Frost Nova almost, since it only freezes freak creatures and it costs 1 more mana. The damage is kind of irrelevant in almost all the situations. So it's like you could play 1 if you wanted to, but the freeze mechanic is why you play it. And it's really nice to freeze, especially in this version of Freeze Mage, which is more dedicated to getting the combos and actually killing your opponent. There are some other slower versions of Freeze Mage which run, for instance, Antonitis and the Flame Strike, which try to control the board a little bit more. But I like to be more aggressive in trying to kill my opponent and get the right cards that I need. Fireballs, no brainer, amazing card. 2 Blizzards, again for the freeze effect, and the 2 damage can be nice. Then there's Alex, which is often like deal 15 damage to your opponent, and that is primarily why you almost always use it on your opponent. There are some instances where you will use it on yourself if you're against like this very aggressive, like a very aggressive deck where you just need to get back to 15 health. Then you will of course use it on yourself, but mostly you use it on your opponent. And then this Pyroblast is just like another 10 damage. So that's the deck, and let's see how it goes. Alright, we're in our first match against Garage.
You asked for it.
In the beginning, I'm going to mulligan very dedicated for a card draw. So like a card like Arcane Insulate is amazing because it allows me to get all the cards that I need. I don't really want the freeze effects right now. More card draw, like especially the 2-drops that draw cards are really good too. For instance, the Novice Engineer. So this is a good hand. Okay. This is the only bad matchup, by the way. It's kind of unfortunate that we get that because Warrior is not very popular at the moment. But it's very hard to beat this. That's a very odd play that he made there. Why would he coin that?
I hope you like my invention.
I guess I really should ladder to legend so people don't make these weird bad plays. Him armoring up is like he should try and armor up almost all the time if possible. Because the way I win this game is if he gets too much armor. Okay, I'm gonna actually insulate too.
Job's done.
Like, I really have to try and keep his armor low, and if he just armors up every turn, then it's gonna be almost impossible for me to win. So it's pretty lucky for me that he's not focusing on armoring up. That is a big mistake. He should be armoring up every turn if possible. Let's see. So there are definitely some options here, like I
What to
could
do,
mirror image
what to
and then
do.
play a loot hoarder. Or I can just Doomsayer and ping his face. I think I like Doomsayer ping his face more, actually. Hmm. I don't know. Yeah, let's try that.
The end is coming!
This way he might use something like an execute on the Doomsayer. It allows me to get rid of the last bit of his shield. But I could definitely have gone with something like the loot or mirror image there. That's definitely another option.
Back to work!
Okay, that's fine. So he misses another armor up. I don't like that by him. Like the way he's going to lose is if he doesn't get enough armor, and then I Alex him and just finish him in one turn. So that is pretty much like the way he loses this game. Now that I have Alex, it's almost like irrelevant to actually deal damage to him with the ping. So I'm just going to probably play the loot hoarder and then develop one of my secrets. And since it's early in the game, I'm gonna go with the ice barrier. The good thing about him being control warrior is that there's absolutely no risk, like almost no risk, that he can rush us down, since Freeze Mage is so good at delaying. And this is a mistake I see many warriors do. They don't really go for the armor up, and instead they try to rush me down, and that's a huge mistake, because it's not possible. Because now it's turn 6 and he still has no armor. So I'm going to play the Novice Engineer for the counter, and then I think I like loot hoarder
Mind if I roll knee?
and mirror image here. Yeah, let's go with that one. Like I said earlier, also mirror image is not that great in most matchups. It's just like something that you can play from your hand. It's I really, to make this deck better, I really think I'm thinking about cutting one mirror image and probably the ice barrier. I really think that would help if there are some better options, but so far I don't really know what they should be. I think Antonitis is a little bit too slow for what I'm trying to do with this deck. Okay. So if he goes face here, okay, he doesn't. That would probably be a mistake. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna develop the ice block now. And then I'll play the Blood Mage.
For vengeance.
It's a little unfortunate that my hand lacks this so much damage, actually. And like I'm going to use my ping here since I don't really have anything better to use my mana for. And since damage on him right now is irrelevant, I'm going to actually ping the Drake. Probably going to Blizzard next turn. So pinging the Drake allows me to possibly like kill it. Or put it to 1. Okay, what is he doing? I guess he's testing for the secret. He's probably thinking what it could be. So if he probably like tested for Ice Barrier or Vaporizer. And now he's playing this, so he figures out it's not Mirror Image Armor. So he's probably guessing on he's probably guessing that it's Ice Block, would be my guess. So I'm gonna Arcane Intellect here because the card draw is so important. Oh, Sorcerer's Apprentice is a good one. Okay. So I'm going to Frost Nova, and then I'm going to ping his face to try and keep this armor down still. And I would have 10, 13 damage with this, so it's still not quite enough.
Armor made to
Oh shit. Armorsmith is a really big threat, because if he has something like Whirlwind, I'm probably actually just going to... Because if I Blizzard now, he just gets so much armor. So it's not really a good option. Could Alex him. Like, Whirlwind for him is not even that good an option because he has so much spell power. This is really a tough spot. I think I probably should just go for the Alex here.
I bring life.
Job's done.
Deals 15 damage, puts him down to 18. Problem is he's probably gonna get some good armor here.
I wonder.
So he's on 20 life. Guess if I draw Fireball, I win. Probably not. I don't think it's enough. Mirror Image, okay. See, so I have 6, 13. Yeah, it's not nearly enough. But fortunately, he did actually sacrifice his Armorsmith. So that was definitely a huge mistake. Like, the way he loses this game is by dying. So like, Armorsmith is potentially so much extra life. It was definitely a mistake by him again. Okay, so I am going to ping his face here. I am going to keep the Sorcerer's Apprentice in my hand just because it's I'm going to keep it for the combo in this game. Because if I just play it out, Warrior has so much removal that it's just going to die. So there's no point in that. But I am going to Blizzard. this board. And then I'm going to mirror image. Because right now I have to drag out the game a little bit until I can draw some more damage. The problem is that since he gains 2 life every turn, I'm not going to have enough damage. And that's the problem with this matchup, especially if he gets like a shield block. Okay. There's a second fireball. Okay, so that's 12, 15, 19, 20. And he's on 22. So it's not enough. What do I do? I guess I could play the Sorcerer's Apprentice and hope he doesn't deal with it, and then freeze his board. But
What to do? What to do?
the chances that he deals with it is just... it's too big. I think I kinda need it for the combo. Problem is I'm dealing 1 damage a turn and he's healing an extra damage, so I can't drag it out forever. And I kind of have to kill him in one go if possible, since he has his own Elixir.
Time runs out on me.
So I don't know. I'm definitely gonna ping his face. This is not so good. I'm gonna wait 1 more turn on the I'm playing the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I simply can't imagine that with so many cards in hand he would not be able to deal with it. Right. Oh, so he actually misses his armor. No, he doesn't. Fuck. Let's see. Pyroblast. Wow. Okay. That's a good draw. Okay, so a Pyroblast now puts him down to 13, so Alex won't even be that good. And then next turn I can combo with Sorcerer's Apprentice. For a lot of a really big burst. And I'm not gonna die because of the ice block, so let's go for that. If he Alex himself, he will go up to 15, but then I can kill him. If he just armors up, I can kill him. So he would have to have shield block. I think I can even kill him through shield block. Let's see, 6, 12, 15, 19. So I would be 1 short if he shield blocks armors up. So hopefully he doesn't have shield block.
I wonder. I must choose.
Armor up. Okay. Please no shield block. Oh wow, I win. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, sick. I have so much damage.
I'll be just like you.
6. Another 6. And... oh man. Okay. Just to show off. Boom. Alright, I'm back for game 2.
Shall be mine.
Getting a Warlock
You
here.
asked for it.
I really hope this guy's handlock, because this deck that I'm playing absolutely rapes handlock. It's also favored against Sue, so I'm fine with either, but it's definitely better against handlock. This deck can definitely lose to Sue. It can also lose to handlock, but it's not very likely. So once again, I'm just going for the card draw. And therefore I'm mulliganing my Apprentice and my Frost Nova, but keeping the Arcane Intellect. Okay, Doomsayer is really good in case of, actually in case of both, kinda. Okay, just gonna pass it over. Okay, so Sue.
You shall not pass.
That's fine. I'm probably just gonna put out the Doomsayer to delay him in the first couple of turns. Yeah, because that's going to delay him a lot. And I'm gonna get both his 1-drops. Like, he can't deal damage to, he can't deal 7 damage to this. So he's just gonna deal 1 damage to me, I assume. And then I can pop the Arcane Intellect next turn. I could have waited 1 more turn, but then there is a risk that he might be able to kill it. So I would rather not play risky and just play it right away. Oh, I could actually play the Novice Engineer in the mirror image here. Having the Novice Engineer out might help in case he plays something like a Priestess or something like that with 1 health.
What to do?
Since I just got rid of 2 taunts, so it's not that likely that he has another one actually. I am gonna play the Novice Engineer for that reason.
Like my invention.
Okay, let's play the mirror image. And say go. So it's looking really good this game. As long as I get to turn 6 where I can Blizzard, it's probably pretty good. And since they're going to tap a little bit,
The light protects me.
that will help me. Then I don't need to deal as much damage. They don't tap as much as Handlock, so I will still need some damage, but it definitely helps. And I'm also just gonna go face here. It's really lucky for me that he plays so small creatures. They're not really very dangerous. He's probably gonna defend off Archism, I imagine, next turn. But that's okay. Got my mirror images to absorb the first hit. Let's just get some damage in. Yeah, this is looking really good. Next turn I'm gonna Arcane Intellect. Probably ping his face.
My shield.
Yeah, so I was right about the defender values. Kills both my mirror images. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna Arcane Intellect. I'm not gonna play the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Ooh, another Doomsayer. I'm going to wait with it, since against Sue, Doomsayer Frost Nova is almost a guaranteed board clear. Because they would have to have something like Soulfire the Doomsayer, then Doomguard. So they have to have the Soulfire, not discard the Doomguard. So it's like, it's almost a guaranteed board clear. So here I'm going to be taking a little bit of damage, but I'm okay with that, so I'm just going to ping his face. Pass. I'm not going to pop any of these bubbles with my Novice Engineer. If he wants to get rid of it, I want him to attack into it, then he gains me more life. Or if he plays something like a Knife Doctor, if he can absorb a knife hit, then that's less damage to my face. And these creatures are pretty much irrelevant at this point.
So many possibilities.
Put this apple on your head.
Yeah, so if it absorbs a knife, I'm perfectly fine with that.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm just gonna Blizzard here. Yeah. Pass turn. And I'm beginning to have a lot of damage in my hand. Let's see. 2 fireball is 12. Plus 7 is 19.
It's time for a little
Do you need a
blood.
blessing?
And then with the Pyroblast, of course. So this is going to be Frost Nova Doomsayer, I think. That's 5 mana, so I can play the Novice Engineer.
I hope you like my invention.
Oh, sick! I have so much damage. Yeah, I'm definitely. I can't imagine how I can lose this game, especially since he only has 1 card in his hand. So he's not going to be able to deal with the Doomsayer. And even life taps. Wow. So let's count again. That's 12. Plus 6 is 18. Plus 4 is 22. So it is looking pretty good. Let's see. I will need 10 mana if I'm going to go for that. So I'm actually going to unload some of my hand now.
What to do?
I can play this,
Someday I'll be just like you.
then throw a fireball at his face. And Frostbolt. And Ice Lance. And Ping. So now, let's see, that's 9. So next turn I will have Lethal if he kills this with Fireball, Frostbolt. And if he doesn't kill it, I could even Pyroblast. So yeah, I'm going to win this game. There's no way he can deal 22 damage.
One
He is going to take that one out, so that's unfortunate since... Oh, he's not? Oh wow. Well played.
Well played.
Pyroblast. Thank you for watching. Keep watching and keep owning.